Hello, this is Pat Fax here for my Halloween special video. In this video, I will be doing my top 10 favorite dark types, how fitting, for Halloween. And in this morning, I will announce what I had for breakfast before I start the video. I had waffles, and since I can't show you my waffles that I ate, but here we go. So in my number 10 spot, I have Sneasel, who is a dark ice Pokemon. I like Sneasel because Sneasel is nice and sleek, but is strong enough to defeat a fairly powerful Pokemon. I like Sneasel better than Weavile, just because Sneasel just has a little bit more I don't know, just looks cooler than Weavile. So that's why Sneasel is my number 10 spot. And then in my number 9 spot, I have Liepard. Main reason why Liepard is in my number 9 spot is because Liepard is in my main Pokemon team and Pokemon White 2 on my DS. And Liepard has helped me beat a bunch of Pokemon when in struggles, and Liepard is just a pretty good Pokemon. Just that's that. In my number 8 spot, I have Mightyena, which is just a pure dark type. I like Mightyena because, in this spot, main reason why is because I like Mightyena just because of the anime movie, and him running after a car, two Mightyena running after, or I think I can't remember if it was 1 or 2, running after a car and then like sticking like a tracking device or something on it. That was just really cool, and I like most of Mightyena's artwork on trading cards, but unfortunately, the one Mightyena card I have doesn't have the greatest artwork at all. So that's why Mightyena is my number 8 spot. And my number 7 spot, I have Pawniard. I like, again, with Sneasel, Pawniard, it's a slightly bit more, I don't know, sleek than Bisharp. But that's not that's not the reason why I like Pawniard. Pawniard is just cute and cool at the same time. Pawniard is, in his artworks, is generally artworks just basically show just how powerful he is with his blades and everything. But when he first came out and I saw him, I was like, why the hell did they create him? I mean, he's just like a bunch of blades. It's just ridiculous. But then I read backstories and other stuff from him, and I just grew to like him. Okay, my number 6 spot, I have Honchkrow. The Pokeball moved. I don't know if that's from the paper or from the wind, but it somehow moved on its own. So this is Honchkrow. He's dark. It's a dark flying type. Honchkrow is like the gangster of Pokemon, where he just basically has a bunch of minions by the name of Murkrow. which is kind of funny. A lot of people, when they look at him, they think that Honchkrow is like just a big character. But no, he's actually like the size of a pigeon, just small. So I don't know why I really like him, but he just looks cool and badass and just overall cool looking. Just yeah. And number 5 spot, which one? This one is a little bit more hilarious, and this one's a little bit more hilarious because Scraggy is on my number 5 spot. He's a dark fighting type. The main reason why I say it's funny is because in the anime, I watched Scraggy like come out and everything, and then he's like always holding on to his, I don't know what his tail or whatnot, his skin or whatnot. I can't remember what it really is, but he's like always holding on to it, and whenever he's like trying to battle, he's always falls down and always pulls the bag up. It's just really funny. But he's really funny and cute Pokemon, and he deserves a number 5 spot, right? Just in my opinion. The number 4 spot. Sorry if my handwriting has gotten really bad. But this, because I mean, look at that 4. It's really, really bad. Okay, let's go on to my number 4 spot, which is clearly Houndoom. As you can see, I like Houndoom because he's like Sneasel and Pawniard. He's nice and sleek. But main reason I like him is he kind of looks like a guard dog, but not only that, he's a dark fire type, and he also has a tail and horns that kind of makes him show him that he's like more towards like a hell dog, and really shows you like the force of like Houndoom or something, and really shows you how that he's actually like a dark type, and you do not want to mess with him. That's why he's in my number 4 spot. Let's go on to my number 3 spot. This one is nice. This is Absol. This is just a dark type. I've always liked Absol from the beginning. When I saw him in a movie, he's like dark blue and white, which is really close to black and white, which is similar to the yin and yang. I've always liked the contrast between black and white and good or bad, or good or evil, or hero, super villain. I always like that kind of contrast between everything. So that's the main reason why I like him. Reading the part that he's a disaster Pokemon and warns people off, that just makes him a little bit more cooler. So let's go on to my number 2 spot. My number 2 spot is Sableye. I like Sableye. Well, he's a dark ghost type, but I like Sableye because he's kind of funny looking. He's kind of like a, I don't know, maybe the literal version troll of Pokemon, and he basically gives off of, it's like a funny version. It's like, you are what you eat, and it puts it more of a literal term. And I just like Sableye just because he just looks kind of cute and funny looking just at the same time. He and the color scheme is just different, but works. He's a nice and small Pokemon, but he's really powerful. He's also one of the couple Pokemon that have no weaknesses. So that's why he's at my number 2 spot, just mainly because he's funny looking. And then in my number 1 spot, after I do a review. So what I'm going to do for my review is I'm just going to, instead of showing you the Pokemon, I'm just going to tell you it was Sneasel, Liepard, Mariana, number 8 spot, Poniard, Honchkrow, Scraggy in number 5 spot, Houndoom, Absol, and Sableye at number 2 spot. But my number 1 favorite dark type, also one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, is Umbreon. Umbreon is my favorite evolution, mainly because, like, Sneasel, sleek. He's really, really sleek, but he's cool looking because he kind of has rings, and I could see him fit in with the family of Teddy Ursa and Ursa Ring, kind of in that group. I could see them just be like a group and just like hanging out with each other, because I mean, and with Viper and all, and they just like be hanging out like around nighttime, just being mischievous and all of that. That's like a really interesting fantasy of mine that I just came up with. I don't know why. I just don't know why I like Umbreon. I haven't ever used him in any game I've played of Pokemon. I've actually never captured an Eevee, and I really don't like Eevee itself, but I only like Umbreon. But Umbreon is just a pure dark type, obviously, but he's in my number 1 spot just because I really like him, just like the looks of him, just because he's sleek and all of that. So now on to the second part of the video, where I show you my top 5 favorite designs of Pokemon of the trading card game. And these are dark types. Sorry, I don't have a dark type energy right here. Oh yes, I forgot to mention this is a Halloween special, hinting to this. So these, sorry I don't have it, and also I don't have a dark type energy here, because, I don't have any dark type energies, so sorry about that. And yes, I do have a psychic Pokemon right there. He's mainly, just to be there, because he's kind of creepy, and when people just generally look at him, they just think it's really creepy, but to me, he's not. So, let's just get on to the number 5. So my number 5 artwork is Zorak. Zorwerk. Yeah, this is one of the ones that I try not to want to pronounce. So Zorak or Zoroark. So I like this artwork because you see the lions here, and then this just kind of the fog just going around him, just kind of really shows like how fast and like powerful he is, and just like you just don't want to mess with him. And all the shading is just spectacular on that one, and with some little bit extra lighting, not lightning. I don't see any lightning on there. Lighting. Okay, let's go on to number 4 spot before I mess up any more words. So on the number 4 spot is Honchkrow. I like this of Honchkrow because if you kind of like look closely at it, it's kind of like a oil pastel art, some type of thing. They kind of did like really good like smooth shading and all of that. And you see there that there's like lines. I don't know if any of you can actually see that. There's like lines there that kind of basically tells you that this might have been just hand drawn or just use certain brush on the computer that makes it look more like a oil or pastel painting. I don't think it's pastel because pastel is a little bit less detailed. Let's go on to the number 3. Number 3 is Poniard. Yeah, this specific Poniard. I really don't know what to say about this, but the only thing I have to say about this is the cut lines. I mean, if you look at it at like an angle or something, kind of looks like the Nike symbol. I don't know why, I just noticed that. But his cut marks really show, and like I think this was water or ground or something, but that kind of really shows you how sharp and fast and agile he is with his weaponry, with his hands. Because I mean, he doesn't really. His weaponry is his hand, so yeah, that's the main reason why I like that one. In the number 2 spot, I have Houndour. This one is really cool because it like has like the red dim lighting on him, and it's also like Honchkrow, kind of like an oil pastel painting or something. And just kind of like the red dim light on him and the red fog really shows you that he's dark. Just shows you that he's dark and evil and all of that, and you just don't want to mess with him. Just like I said with Houndoom. Ah, what a coincidence. And in my number 1 spot, I have Carvanha. I think it's like based off of Piranha, but Carvanha. I got it. I didn't get that until now. I like this one because it looks like it's just kind of like just drawn with like a lot of detail. I could tell just looking right here that this is probably like computer done, and also the thick lines right here and all the lines. Tells me that it is more likely just computer drawn, because I don't really see like thick pens like that or pen lines like that. So, but whoever drew this, if you, if you did hand draw it, and I'm wrong, sorry. But that's it for part 1 of my morning faves. Sadly, I didn't record this until lunchtime. But this is the part 1 of the Morning Faves special Halloween edition. My second part will come out later today, and second part will not be Pokemon. It will be Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. What's the difference? I was going to, it was going to be a 3-parter. I was going to do a Goosebumps thing, but then it was a Goosebumps thing of each type, and I realized that it's going to take a while to do that and get prepping for it. But I will do that next. I will do that next week, as a part 3 of this Morning Faves Halloween edition. But since it's taking so long, sadly I can't give it to you guys today. But I will be able to do a part 2 for you guys today. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's going to be the top 10 in my collection dark type Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that are just creep me out the most. And some of you guys might disagree with if any of you guys would disagree with anything I said or shown to you guys in this video and maybe in the next video, please leave in the comments below, and see you guys in the second part.